Hey everybody, welcome back. It's good to see you. It's good to be back. Today we're going to be covering a bucket list spotlight. And this is a new thing I'm doing where instead of just talking about all the philosophy, all of the reasons why you should take time from work and pursue the things that you want, we're going to be covering some of the logistics. Going to really paint the picture and create a vision for the things you want to do. Look at the experiences. Really bring it on a practical level so it's no longer this heady place. Sound good? All right, cool. Let's dive in. In honor of the White Lotus Season 3 taking place in Koh Samui, we're going to spotlight the next big travel and bucket list destination, the land of smiles, the kingdom of Thailand. And so by the end of this video, you're going to have a really good understanding of some top experiences, general costs, and key travel tips to make your Thai adventure unforgettable. So let's get started. Some important facts. Popular destinations include Bangkok, Chiang Mai, Koh Samui, and Phuket. The language is generally Thai, but English is widely spoken, especially enough to communicate for basic translations as a tourist. All to say, it's English friendly. The currency is the Thai baht, which translates to about 34 Thai baht is $1. About 340 baht is $10. As far as safety goes, always be careful when you're traveling anywhere, right? But Thailand and most of Southeast Asia is very low in crime and a great place to visit. The best times of year to visit Thailand are generally going to be in the dry season. And that's going to be from November to February, which for those of us in the US, that is like the winter months, which might be harder for you to reach. But the cheaper times is the rainy season, which for us is during the summer. And that's going to run from June to October. And please prepare accordingly as far as packing goes. I brought a poncho, and a rain jacket. You can get those things there. But just to take into consideration for shoes and whatnot, that rain and flooding is pretty common. Oh yeah, this is 80, 90 degree weather. No matter the season, you're probably gonna sweat. That's just is what it is. Next, moving on. For top experiences, and I really wanna paint this picture because I think it's important. It's like whenever we're trying to find that balance of work and rest, what do you actually wanna be doing when you're not at your job? You know, what's the feeling that you wanna have? And to really outline that, you can pursue it while you're on your journey. One of mine was to sit at an infinity pool in downtown Bangkok and to watch the sunset. That was one of the experiences that I wanted to feel. And so here's three that I think are great places for you to start. One is visiting Maya Bay on a sailboat or on a boat. So imagine sailing to this stunning bay near Koh Samui, which is famous for its backdrop as the movie The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio. It was one of his first movies in 2000 or the 90s. And I would say this is going to be that's very close to what you would get as far as the White Lotus style escape. That is on a different side of Thailand. And depending on when you travel to Thailand, it's important to know that the rainy season does really affect the water. Be sure to check that and see if that's like something as far as experiences go that you want to make sure doesn't interfere with that. Number two, biking through Bangkok and grandma's curry. So one of my favorite experiences I had, I wasn't planning for, I didn't even know it existed, was taking a bike tour through the old town and the canals of Bangkok. And on this tour, it feels like you're like in Venice or something, but just like an Asian version. You're stopping at all these little shops, and one of my favorite ones we went to was this grandma who cooks curries and different dishes for travelers who are coming by. She's got all these little cats, and it just felt very authentic. You could tell that she loved hosting people, and you could get a real sense of someone who was genuinely of the culture wanting to take care of you. So that was a very awesome experience. Next, I've got elephants and temples in Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai is a very cool town, very spiritual. It's known as the kind of spiritual capital of Thailand. And there's a lot of jungle and mountains in the north. There's also elephant reserves. And while I didn't do that, a lot of people, that's one of their top reasons they want to go to Thailand. You can feed them and befriend them, and it's a really beautiful experience. I don't know if hearing that brought up anything where you're like, dang, you know what? I really want to go experience the skyline. I want to go to some big DJ party. There's tons of different things you can do. Rock climbing in a place called Krabi is another thing. So did that bring up anything for you? Did it inspire you and make you want to explore more? What else would you like to experience? I think that's an important thing to answer and see what comes up for you as we're discussing this video. Next, local cuisine and culture. I love food. I love Mexican food. I love Japanese food. I think American food is incredible. Italian, I don't know if I already said that. But Thai food, man, it's hard to beat. I would say arguably the best in the world. We got some stunners like pad thai, cow soy, green papaya salad, chicken satay, a bunch of different types of curry, mango sticky rice. We also got cashew chicken, tom yum soup, and Thai tea. There's a lot more for you to explore and try food-wise, but dang, dude, it's a lot. And they've also got, especially visiting, a lot of places in Asia have like kind of modern twists on a lot of Western food. And so you're going to get to try a lot of different things that might seem common in some respects, but it's just an Eastern take on Western culinary and food. Culture tip, etiquette tip. Do not start fights with the local Thai people or talk negatively about the Thai king. The people are super generous and they're going to be very kind and friendly. This is also the birthplace for Muay Thai kickboxing. And I wouldn't do it. I'd just be a lover, not a fighter in Thailand. They'll hand it to you. Luckily, I didn't have to find out that from first experience, but you can go watch videos of it for fun if you want. It's pretty funny. We've got a few Thai phrases, and I'm probably going to butcher this. I haven't practiced this in a while, but basic, right? This is just being a good guest wherever you go. I think just knowing how to say hey, hello, or goodbye, and thank you. It just shows a level of respect that you're wanting to accommodate to their culture and their way of being. Hello is sawadi. You can actually say that as goodbye as well. And for thank you, you can say kab kun. And if you're a man, you say krap. And if you're a woman, you say ka. So for a man, you'd say kab kun krap or kab kun ka, as if you're a female. Once again, that's just helpful to know and be respectful. And so at this point, you might be like, Johnny, I love it. These things are exciting, but what's this going to cost me? Let me tell you. So the biggest price point is just getting out there. That's going to be a big bulk of your price. And depending on where you are in the US or part of the world, prices can range from $2,000 to fly out there to $700, and even less, I guess, if you're closer to that part of the world. Hotels, they can range. You can do the backpacker thing. You can do more budget friendly for $30 a night. I've heard even less. But typically, you can find very good accommodation ranging from $50 to $100 a night. I'm talking like a 4-star hotel. I stayed in the Hotel Indigo in the business district in Bangkok, and I think it was like me and a buddy split a room, and it was like $80 for a 2-bed hotel room at Hotel Indigo. Incredible food, incredible stay, 4-star hotel, maybe 5-star, somewhere in that area. And for food, you can expect, if you're doing the street food thing, $1 to $3 per meal. If you're going to do restaurants, it could be $5, $10, $15. I'd say a lot of it's $7 or $8. And obviously prices can go a lot higher. There's going to be Michelin star, super high-end restaurants anywhere you go in the world. You're going to find some super expensive places, but generally speaking, that's what you can expect. And really good quality too. I would be a little skeptical on street food. I typically just ate vegetarian street food. Take it with your own risk. I saw plenty of times where raw meat would be sitting out there for hours and looked like covered in flies. It's just to your own discretion. Also, bottled water only, and yeah, don't drink the tap water. Finally, getting around, so you can get tuk-tuks and scooters, which tuk-tuks are like a tricycle with a motor on it. It looks a little sketch, but it's cool. It's fun. You got to do it. They're like all customized out and everything. It's awesome. $1 to $5, maybe even closer to the $2 range. You can also get an app called Grab, and that's Uber, and you can do that as well. A lot of it, expect a lot of negotiation unless you're going to use apps and things. So be sure to carry cash. You can also, the domestic flights are super cheap. Like we booked day of flights to Chiang Mai just for fun, and it was like maybe $50 or day before. And tours and experiences, they can range anywhere from free to $100. If you want to go on the Maya Bay sailboat thing, it's going to include lunch and be an all-day thing, snorkeling. I think that was like $60. It could have been more, but there's also tours you can go out with a group of people if you want to do like the nightlife thing. And yeah, after we just framed this, does this seem like an easier thing? Does it seem like a harder thing? Let me know if there's anything else that you'd like to know. I can add it and would be happy to help put more info on. It's a great country, great people, super safe. Highly recommend it to anybody who's looking to travel and really push the cultural envelope. So thank you so much for joining, and I hope you got a blast. If you find this video helpful, please send it to somebody who you think would benefit. It would greatly support the channel. And yeah, let's rock.